a lot of times when it comes to music, I encourage everybody to have their business game together. I think the biggest part of it, a lot of times when it comes to independent artists, is that they don't have their business plan together. It's more than just making a song in a studio and blasting it in an email and hoping everybody get it. Who's to say that they got it? You may have a hot song. If you haven't given it to the DJs or introduced yourself and built a rapport, a relationship with them, yeah, your song may not be, maybe not getting played.
Right.
You have to put yourself in position so you can get played. And a lot of times people don't do that. And I understand, you know, this is all new to a lot of people a lot of times. But you have to have those CDs ready. You have to get them to the DJs. You have to network, build that relationship, connect with these people. Right. You know, because what a lot of people don't understand is everybody is doing music. You know, for a minute I even was doing music. You know, but at the same time, it's like, again, what makes yours stand out? If I got 1,000 CDs on the table, nobody ever see the 1,000 CDs. All they see is they gave you their CD.
Right.
And it's like, yo, I mean, I'm trying to get through as much of this as I can. I'm one person, and I got 1,000 people coming to me with CDs, and I'm trying to listen and do everything that I can. What makes yours stand out and had an edge over other, you know, people? And I talk about that all the time. You have to get creative. Yeah. Not just with music, just with your business, period. Yeah. What makes you stand out from the next person? And if you don't have nothing that make you stand out, well, you're just hoping that somebody pick you out the lineup. Seriously. Yeah. You know, and then you have some people that will, and then you have, you know, others you just blend in and just get lost in the mix of things. Because CDs come in every day, all day. And that's just CDs, hard copies. That's not including emails. It's not including people coming to you, jump drives. That's not including, you know, everything else. You know, so with your experience in the industry, do you rather be approached by an artist or by an artist representative? You know, I like both, but it doesn't really matter to me who approach me, but I prefer the correct approach. You know what I mean? And what is the correct approach? But here's the thing. That's something for you to decide. I don't want to just tell everybody what to do. Right. But again, find that connecting point. It's a real simple thing. Just think for a minute. You know, I don't want to tell everybody everything, but just think for a minute. Yo, every time I'm gonna say what not to do. Every time you see a DJ out in public, if you're coming to them every time with music, you know, and yo, I got a CD, I need you to listen, blah, 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 this and that could be a bit much. Yeah. Yo, I understand your passion, you know, and your music and all, but think of a way, a creative way where you can get somebody's attention. Again, what makes you stand out so that people will want to give you a chance? Yeah. Everybody is coming up talking about, I got a CD. Just think for a second. Everybody is doing that. What make your music resume stand out from anybody else so that you had that edge? And that's what a lot of people don't think about a lot of times. I know if I was doing music, I'm not just going to turn in a CD. I'm going to think of some kind of cool concept because I want to be remembered. Right. Yeah, you're right about that. You know, I'm going to have the odds in my favor. Yeah. You know, with whatever I do. And it only takes a little bit of thinking. That's all it is. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to come with a CD, you know, and turn it in and hope. No, do whatever you can to better your chances.
You're right about that. I got one for you. Tell me, you remember this. When you first came to NAP, I sent you a package. It had a belt buckle that said Wrekk1.
I still got that. I still got that.
I said a jacket. The jacket was tight, but I didn't know you was that big. The jacket was like
a Smeedy. Right. 3-Dub Entertainment. Right. I still got the belt.
That was so funny to me. I was like, because I thought you was small. I seen you. I'm like, man, he bought a large. You know what I'm saying? I see he like 6'3". I'm like, okay, that jacket ain't gonna fit.
Right. And it didn't fit.
You know what I'm saying? So we made a lot of noise. You came. You hosted a show. Who we have?
At the time it was
Crime Mob and somebody else. The Lane with the Rock with the Cats.
Them franchise
boys. Yeah.
But I mean, that's just a smart thing, and a lot of people don't understand. It don't have to be nothing expensive, you know. Just something creative. And I always use this a lot of times. If you've ever seen the movie Notorious with Diddy and all of them, I talk about this all the time. Look at the concept that Diddy used when he was shopping Craig Mack and Notorious B.I.G. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand, but record companies do it all the time. That's what makes them stand out. That's what got him a multi-million-dollar deal when he walked in there with his CD inside a Big Mac box. And he had the label on it, Big Mac. Get it? That make people, think, okay, let me check this out. I got 1,000 CDs over here, but this is a Big Mac box right here. Let me see what's in there. Let me see what this is about. Because it's a simple concept. He just went and got the box free from McDonald's. Craig Mack, Notorious Big. Put the two together, you got Big Mac. That's just an example. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what you have to do. I'll just with anything. It's just, to be honest, it's not even music. It's just business 101.
Yeah. How do you suggest an artist go about picking a single? Because to an artist, every song is a single, is their favorite. How do you suggest?
I mean, that's something the artists have to decide what they're gonna do as far as singles. But knowing how radio works, and first before they even, pick a single, I would tell them understand how radio works. That's number one. But I see a lot of times people, they'll come in with, a real fast song or a real slow song. That may be a hot song, but it may not be the one you want to push for radio. And the reason I say that is because it's very rare for a song to go to automatic rotation. To be honest, I mean, you're competing with the majors when they go to that. And to be honest, the majors usually get that slot. So a lot of songs, including major songs too, start in the mix show. You know what I'm saying? So people start to grow with the song, they start to get it, and then it slowly starts to make its way into a slow rotation and then a fast rotation. That's how songs start, from the mix show, like getting tested a lot of times. And you want a song that makes sense for a DJ to play. Every song have a beat per minute. That's basically how fast a song is. DJs, the average song may be between 75 BPMs and 95 BPMs. That's the tempo of the song. But if you got a song that's 113 BPMs, DJs never really make it up that fast. And by the way, a song that would be, somewhere around 120 BPMs would be something like Drake, Take Care of You. Like if you notice, you really don't hear too many people mixing that song because it's too fast. It's nothing else to really mix with it. Your selection is slim if it's too fast, and it's slim if it's too slow. Because if it's too slow, you almost get into the ballad, type thing. So you could have a rap song with a slow tempo like a ballad. Right. It's hard to mix those, type of songs. So DJs kind of stay away from it. You want something that's going to be in that middle range that fit with everything else. Right. That's good. A lot of people don't think about that, Okay. But I mean, that's something they should, really know.
Yeah.
Okay. I had one for you. We're working on a segment called Numbers Don't Lie. And in the segment, I would like to know, you got your top 5 MCs, and you can't pull the Pac or the Biggie cop out. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I love that.
So I need to know the real deal. And if you got a chance, tell me why. So go ahead.
I'm okay, and I'm gonna take out Jay-Z too, because I think everybody,
you're killing
I think those are given.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do 5 artists that I really think don't get their props like they deserve.
Okay.
The Clips.
Yo.
The Clips are incredible. Another rap group or rapper would probably be You put me on the spot with this one. The Clips, I love them. I think Ludacris is amazing.
Yeah, got longevity.
He always reinvent himself. Yeah. When it comes to things. Twista is amazing. When it comes to his, I love Kanye West. I don't know if that's a given, but Kanye West is if you want more, underground artist. I think Royce the 5'9" have his days. You know, I think he have his days where he's hot, and then other days I'm like, okay. Oh man, you put me on the spot. I'm thinking.
Hey, you pulling out some good ones though, especially with Royce.
Back in the day, man, I was a huge Jazz Dillinger fan back in the day. And Corrupt was crazy, you know, like Corrupt was crazy, man. But I mean, that's the past now. But anybody that's hot out right now that really stand out.
How do you feel about T.I.?
I like T.I. The fact, I mean, his music has grown and gone to the next level. So I'm a huge fan of T.I.
Okay.
T.I. Yes.
Now, as far as local acts, let's say we went outside to the whip right now. We go through all your CDs. Who would we find on your top list as far as local artists? It don't got to be favoritism or nothing, but just who are you vibing with right now?
Man, dude, it's a lot of artists out here that I really like. You know, I don't even know where to start, man. It's so many that have a lot of talent. Personally, I love S. Colley's flow. You know, he have a serious flow. I love Dro Man's image, you know, and T-Eazy. I like, you know, that they're putting out the quality of music that they are. You know, it works for what the city like, what they want. You know, Young Tone and Goldie Patron. You know, they're doing their thing out there. G Fresh is doing his promotion thing and getting out there. You know, it's not all about. I look at the whole overall package. You know, it's not always about who's the best rapper. You know, it's about who's the hottest. You know, and the best doesn't mean the hottest.